So speaking of not good, speaking of really bad for you, um,
Not good. Believe me, not good.
so we have Amy Coney Barrett, um, and she was
Didn't
this was
mean
like a little bit of a hot button. This is like a trending thing. I think she said a lot more problematic things. Um, but I don't have the clips on me right now. Maybe I'll do a more breakdown on how much of a disaster the Supreme Court is going to be. I don't know. Go watch like the Majority Report if you want that shit. That's all they talk about. But yeah, like I just want to say first of all, and yes, ad hominem, get your comments ready, Trump fans. Just say all you can do is ad hominem. Get that ready, right? Because I'm about to go full on. Amy Coney Barrett looks like the grandma in a Paranormal Activity movie. You know, the one that like stands there with the hair in her face with like the fucking like candles and does like the witch shit. Judge Amy Coney Barrett looks like a fucking character in a Paranormal Activity film. She is horrifying. Like, I'm just like throwing that out there. Like, I'm just putting that into the zeitgeist. It's totally ad hominem. There's no argument here for that. I'm just saying she looks like she's a witch, and she's also a part of a cult. So like she is like legitimately a part of a cult. She looks like a witch. She looks like she's from a paranormal film. That's pretty fucking scary. But so she was called out. There was a call out post that was given because she used the terminology sexual preference in responding to a few questions. I think she said it like 3 or 4 times or something. And so someone basically called her out on it. If you want, you can like look at this.
LGBTQ community, not once, but twice. You use the term sexual preference to describe those in the LGBTQ community. And let me make clear, sexual preference is an offensive and outdated term. It is used by anti-LGBTQ activists to suggest that sexual orientation is a choice. It is not. Not once,
So here's
but
one
twice.
thing to note. That is very true, by the way. It's one of those like low-key dog whistles. Another one is when people say the term lifestyle, right? This is one thing that they love to say. Oh yeah, the trans lifestyle, the gay lifestyle, as if it's like, oh yeah, I'm just choosing this. Like I'm just, yep, this is just I woke up in the morning and this is kind of the thing that I'm living. You know, it's kind of like it's equivalent to like drinking milk out of the carton or drinking orange juice out of the bottle and putting it back in the fridge. It's just my lifestyle. It's just my lifestyle. It's all choice. It's like, putting your dishes in the sink without washing them and washing them all at once versus washing your dishes when you do them. It's all a lifestyle choice, right? So that's another thing that they use, right? These are these low-key dog whistles that kind of like mean things that most people don't really understand, right? And they'll just say, oh yeah, it's a lifestyle thing. Oh yeah, it's just their lifestyle. Oh, it's just their preference. It's their sexual preference, right? And this is her response.
And the second point was to say that I certainly didn't mean and, would never mean to use a term that would cause any offense in the LGBTQ community. So if I did, I greatly apologize for that. I simply meant to be referring to Obergefell's holding with respect to same-sex marriage.
So another thing about this is you can look at this person's history and she does not speak for herself. She speaks for her husband and her cult. If you look at her, she is literally, I think it's called like the People of Praise or something. And I should have covered this a couple like days ago or a week ago when this first came out, but I was too lazy and I skipped it. But she is literally a part of a fucking cult, right? So, and she has said part of this cult is you pledge to always do what's in the best interest of like your husband or whatever, and she is married, so her husband is the one making the rules here theoretically. But again, they can always apologize. Oh yeah, I didn't mean it, bud. And then they're still going to do things because this person was chosen and handpicked by groups like the Federalist Society and all these Koch brother funded oil baron tycoon bullshit fucking like organizations, right? She knows what she's going to do. She's got her mission. She's just going to try. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But then you see the right wing go on this. It's like sexual preference. What? But that's not offensive. This is the latest right-wing thing, right? Like the idea that us realizing that some language we can use can have problematic connotations is so bad. No, 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 no. I must keep using the same language even though it could possibly offend someone, when I could use the same exact like word but like slightly different and then it would offend nobody. These people are addicted to their bizarre ways of speaking that are as offensive and edgy and losery as possible, and it really is bizarre. Like, it's absolutely bizarre. It really, really is. But again, we are looking at a situation where we're going to have a 6-3 Supreme Court, right? And as much as I'm down with destroying the motherfucker and getting rid of the court, let's be honest, that's not going to happen anytime soon. And if it does, if there is plans for that, someone give me a call, because I'm on board, right? But that's not going to happen anytime soon. We are going to have a 6-3 court, and that is going to have implications that are absolutely astounding. Gay marriage probably not going to exist in the next few years. The ACA definitely not going to exist maybe in the next 6 months or so. This is a huge problem, okay? This is going to be the mission of the Republicans. If the Republicans, as a party they do fail, crash, and burn like they are looking to, like the next, like the 2018 midterms decimated them. 2020 is looking to further decimate them. This will be, if the Republican Party falls, this will be their lasting gift. We need court reform. We need to pack the court. We need to rotate the court. We need to have term limits on the court. This bitch is like, what, 47 years old? She could theoretically be on the court for 50 fucking more years. We could be in 2069, and this dumb fuck could still be a deciding vote on the Supreme Court. We need to stop that motherfucking shit from happening. We need court reform. It's required. There is no other option if you want to have any sort of sustainable society. Climate change is not going to wait for Judge Amy Coney Barrett to like have a heart attack, right? Like RBG, right? Climate change is not going to wait. We got to do something, and we got to do it fast because we're running out of time. And as a result of this disaster and these shenanigans, there are going to be many, many, many rights that are going to go bye-bye, and that's a damn shame. Things are going to get pretty fucked up here, so brace for impact. Buy your supplies. Get your boxes of cereal. Get your boxes of pasta. Get your canned goods. Get your toilet paper. Get your hand sanitizer. Get your soap, right? Buckle up, because winter is coming. Fuck. Holy shit.